Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is one of the most requested videos of all time. So you guys wanted to know what the heck I do with my eyebrows. I wanted to show you how I wax it, how I fill it in, how I maintain it, pretty much everything I do with my eyebrows and go from this to this to get those eyebrows on fleek. So if you want to know how I do it all, keep on watching. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. The wax that I use is the Sally Hansen all over body wax. I use it on my body as well as on my brows. There's different types of wax that you get out there. The no strip wax, the cold wax, the hard wax. So you just need to find what suits you best. And Sally Hansen has worked great for me over the years and I continue to use it. The wax itself is pretty hard, so it doesn't budge from its place. So what I do is I microwave it for about 45 seconds until it starts flowing like a liquid. And just be very careful with the step. You just want to make it just warm enough that it flows like a liquid and it's easy to handle, but at the same time not hot enough that you will burn your face. To apply the wax, I use a small wooden coffee stirrer. You can also use a small spatula, it's your choice. Also, you will need wax strips. This one I got off of Amazon. What I do is, this is too big for the eyebrows, so I go ahead and cut it up into smaller strips, so it's just easier to work around your eyebrows. I start off right in the center of my brows, just above the bridge of my nose, and I apply the wax in the direction of my hair growth. Use the wax strip to pull it out in the opposite direction. For my next step, I'm going to be using a spoolie. This one is from Revlon. It's from their eyebrow pencil, and the opposite side has a spoolie. I'm going to be combing down the hair on both my brows, just because I'm going to be working on top of my brows. So that's a helpful tip. If you're working on top of your brows, comb your brows downwards. And if you're working under your brows, comb it upwards. That way you can clearly see where you're working, as well as there's less chance of the wax accidentally sticking on one of those hair on your eyebrows and you accidentally pulling it off. Again, before moving to the lower side of my brows, I'm going to push all the hair up for the reasons that I explained before. And I'm going to repeat the same with my other brow as well. So I'm going to continue to apply the wax in the direction of my hair growth and keep pulling it off in the opposite direction. I'm going to be extremely careful not to come too close to the eyebrows because again, I don't want to be accidentally pulling some of the hair that doesn't need to be pulled out. And although I have thick eyebrows, they're very sparse in some areas. I'm going to follow the natural curve of my brows and I'm going to use the wax in that direction, and I'm not going to pull any extra hair or anything out of the way. If there's any tiny hair that did not get pulled out by the wax, I use a tweezer to just give my final touches to my eyebrows and pulling them off. Next, I use the spoolie to comb all the hair upwards, and I use a small scissor to cut all the extra hair. After I'm done with waxing, I usually use ice, or today I'm using an ice pack, just to settle down the skin and to avoid any bumps or rashes. The next step is to fill in my brows. For this, just like I did with waxing, I'm going to be using the spoolie to comb all my hair downwards because I'll be working on top of my brows. And to fill them in, I'm going to be using this Ardell Brow Defining Palette, which has 4 different colors, and this is a powder form. On a daily basis, I prefer powders as opposed to pomades just because powders are lighter and they don't look too much, especially on my eyebrows because they're so thick. Using this angled brush from Urban Decay Naked 3, I'm going to first border my brows and then I'm going to slowly start filling them in. I'm going to go back and forth with the brush and the spoolie just to spread the color around my brows equally. And then I'm going to comb my brows upwards just so I can fill in the lower part of my brows. And for the inner part of my brows, I'm not going to be using any extra color. Whatever residue is on the brush, I'm just going to use it to lightly brush it. So this way my brows start as a lighter color and then become darker. Next, I'm going to clean up the borders of the brows. For that, I'm going to be using a concealer and I'm going to apply it with this e.l.f. eyeliner brush. Although it's an eyeliner brush, I use it only to clean up my brows. The final step would be to use a brow gel to keep your brows intact. And I'm going to be using the Milani Brow Shaping Gel. This is a clear gel. And I'm going to use it to, it has a spoolie as well. So I'm going to use a spoolie to comb my hair upwards and sideways, just so it has that natural flow. Now I'm just going to compare the two brows to show you how clean my right side is as opposed to my left side, and behind cameras I'm going to finish up my left side as well. And that's how I groom and maintain my brows. I forgot to mention that I wax my brows once every 15 days. The time needed really depends on how quickly your hair grows back. Some people wax it once in 10 days, some people do it once every 20 days. My hair is so thick that a little bit growing here and there also kind of makes it look odd, so I have to wax it every 15 days. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Wednesday, so if you don't want to miss out on those videos, please do subscribe, and please comment below and let me know what you thought of this tutorial, and if you have any suggestions for any tutorials that you want me to tape, I'll be more than happy to accommodate. Until next week, you take care and I will see you soon. Bye.